University of Rhode Island.
I went there.
You did?
No, I have friends. I thought
You drive around there picking up young boys? What do you?
Yeah.
I go to the University of Rhode Island. Really? Yeah, just to drive around and pick up the young things that I see on the highway. I went there. I got a BFA in theater. You know, those were just my grades, a B, an F, and an A. I wasn't so good. I drove around a lot too. But my first thing I ever did, I was in a cabaret and was sponsored by the oceanography department. And we were all fish. We were all stand-up fish. And it was so funny. And so I got to do a monologue called my Fish Shtick. So here it goes. Okay. So they all ran over me, actually. Everybody, like, stampeded the stage and then left. And I was saying, get up. And I'm all like, kelp, kelp. Is there a sturgeon in the house? Oh, migration. I must conch out. I almost fell on my bass. What's the matter? You hot a herring? Oh, I felt so ill. Oh, it's fatigued. My gills are perched. My mouth is clammy. So it all started very oily this morning. Me and the gulls went out last night. Really tied one on. Got polluted. Went to the... You're jailbait. We went to the local sandbar. It was a real dive. It's hard to fathom, isn't it? Anyway, so I was getting ready to go out around 5 fish. I was putting on my new rig. It was a little bit scampy, but I went with my fish nets. They were a real drag. Anyway, so I smoked some lobster pot. Woo, boy, I got high. Yeah, it was better than that eelgrass. Yes, it was better than that eelgrass. So then I went outside and I flagellated down a checkered crab. So then we get down to the downtown Manhattan. We were sailing along. Porgy and Bass was playing. Deep Trout was at the Dirty Movies. After all this floundering around, by the time we got to the bar, it was dark. Or so it appeared. Then I get to the door, and you're never going to guess what happened. I got caught-ed. Oh, that quillback carp sucker. Boy. Made me feel like a guppy. So anyway, I shelled out the clams and I went in. It cost me a fin. So once inside, I met the gulls and we got some scupper. So, and I mean to tell you, the surface was lousy. Oh, I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I was about up to here. I had about haddock. Finally, the waitress comes over and what a beach she was. Oh my God, she really got my anchor up. So then I called over the maitre d' and what a little snapper this guy was. You know, I told him, he was a ferry. He was like, just a minnow, just a minnow. I told him to shove off. So anyway, we heard the band, right? And they really started to wail, playing some tunas, rock and show, really getting into it, doing the wave, you know. All of a sudden, the skate groupers came storming through the door and started throwing locks on us. Not even Jewish. I said, hey, what specifically is the purpose of all this? Well, they said someone was scalloping tickets outside. I said, well, it wasn't me. That's pretty shellfish. So, the next thing you know, they threw the locks on us, they threw us in the carp cars, and they cruised us down to the crustacean. So once down there, I was allowed one call. So I called my mother of pearl to bail me out. Well, she wasn't there. And my sister was at Planned Parenthood. My brother went out for a jog. So the next thing you know, I was in the can on Squid Row. Well, that's all, folks. Ta-talk. Yeah. And originally, it was like 135 of those puns, originally. And people were freaking out. Like, because it was all, you know, they were in it, they were part of it, so they were like spitting stuff up, you know, and they just thought I was fabulous. Not like you people. But